Ever since I was a kid, I've been playing games. From first or second grade on, through elementary, middle, high school, all the way up until now in college. In that time, I've played many difficult games, from Rayman on the PlayStation 1 to countless hours spent on Counter-Strike, to helping your sister beat a game so she could see the ending as children. However, there's one series that's known for being difficult, and that's From Software's Soulsborne series. This series consists of Dark Souls, released on PS3, Xbox 360, and PC in 2011. Dark Souls 2, released on the same platforms in 2014. Bloodborne, a PlayStation 4 exclusive, released in 2015. And finally, Dark Souls 3, released in 2016 for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. There's one release, however, that mixed everything up. In 2015, Dark Souls 2 was re-released containing all of the DLC for the game, and adjusting the game's enemy placement and their behaviors. On PC, PS4, and Xbox One, the game was remastered in 1080p and boasted 60 frames per second. But what makes this one different from the rest? On the list, it is the only one to have a major update to it that would warrant a re-release. It's also considered by the fans of the series to be the weakest, despite being acclaimed by critics. So, what about it is so off? In keeping with the staple of the series, it features a character creation system to create the chosen undead with a variety of classes and spread of their stats, in a Dungeons & Dragons type allotment. You can still create extremely creative and detailed characters, or this. Is it difficult? Yup. The hack and slash combat, or whatever is chosen, is still as punishing as ever, with the ever-present mindset of learning from mistakes that have brought players to this series. Hell, the game itself keeps track of the amount of deaths from every player who has ever played this game, and has an achievement to die for the first time. That death count, by the way, is currently at 82,760,997 total deaths. To be honest, where I feel the game fails to meet up to its predecessor's standards is in its story and its atmosphere. More areas are bright and sunny, and there's more color in the game in general. No longer is there this feeling of claustrophobia and this ever-present weight bringing you down. Sure, it improves on many of the mechanics introduced and adds new features, such as the power stance mechanic. The difficulty in this game feels like it was made to be more difficult, rather than the natural feeling from the previous entry. Enemies do more damage, and the changes to the poise system in the game make the stat feel less than useful. Unlike in Dark Souls the First, leveling up only takes place in the starting hub area of Majula, and fast travel is unlocked from the get-go, rather than earning it from one of the hardest boss fights in the game. Is it a bad game? Not at all. My friends and I played this game for hours on end, learning all the boss patterns and developing our characters, trying to figure out the best stats and equipment, and finding the game's secrets. Our problems lie in the difficulty and its almost gimmicky nature. Adding in enemies such as curse jars and more mimics to the game bring this frustration to it that is just ugh. Where it has its missteps and poor mechanics, it has things in it that are memorable and add to the experience, such as the power stance mechanic. In the end, it's still a damn good game, and its downsides don't detract from its experience. If you're a fan of the series and looking to have fun, there's definitely fun still to be had here.